Students, already we have seen what is the motion under the gravity and what are the four different situations for that. How to use this, okay, using this relation, how we can solve the numerical problems, that we are going to see it now. On page number 136, some of the solved examples are already given here. Now first example of that, a car falls off a ledge and dropped to the ground in 0.5 seconds. Okay, a car falls, okay, it means it will be this type of the situation. So initial velocity, that will be equal to 0. It will have some maximum velocity as it is coming down. G will be positive here and G value is already given, that is 10 meter per second square. So after reading the question, we have written all these values. After writing the value, we have to check it carefully whether all the units are given in SI system or not. If it is not given, we have to convert it. Okay, now about using the formula, we have to find out V. Now what values we have? T, U and G already we have. So easily you can see from these three relations, first relation we can use and find out it easily. So we are going to get it like this. Now in second question, it is said that the object is thrown vertically upward and rises to the height 10 meter. Object is thrown vertically upward. So which situation? This situation will be there. If it is thrown, it means U will have some value and final velocity V will be 0. In this case, now G will be negative. Okay, so here U we have to find out. V, H, G, all these values we have, so we can use this relation. You can use this relation or this relation also, but for that you will need T, and first you have to find out T, then you can use this relation, or otherwise simply you go by this relation and you will get the value of U. Next it is asked how much is the time taken by the object to reach the highest point. So to find out the T, okay, we can use this relation. Okay, this relation also you can use because you have H value, U, G, everything you have, but TT appears here twice, so it will be difficult. So for the simplification, you can just go by this relation. Some numericals we are going to see on the page number 144. Question number 13. A ball is thrown vertically upward with the velocity 49 meter per second. Calculate the maximum height and total time taken. Okay, it means it will be this type of the situation. Ball is thrown and we have to take the total time to reach. Okay, so when ball is thrown, it will have some velocity, okay, that is already given to us. It will have the final velocity will be 0. Now as it is going up, we have to take value of G is negative. So we have to put all these values. First we are going to use this relation. We will get the value of H here. Okay, now it is asked the total time, so you can use this relation, okay, first relation, and you can find out T. Now ascending time and descending time already we have seen, it will be the same. Okay, so for ascending it takes 5 minutes, for descending it will take 5 seconds. Okay, so total time taken to reach back, it will be total 10 seconds. Okay, in question number 14, it is given that a stone is released from the top of the tower. Calculate the final velocity. Stone is released. Okay, when some object is dropped or released, initial velocity will be 0 and here G will be positive and value of V that we have to find out. So we have to put all these values in the third relation and you will get the value of striking velocity V. Now in question number 15, a stone is thrown vertically upward with the initial velocity 40 meter per second. So U is given. Okay, find the maximum height reached by the stone. What is the net displacement? Maximum height it will reach when it will reaches the velocity V is equal to 0. So we have to find out h, first you can use this relation to find out h. You will get 80 meter. Now here the distance and displacement both are asked. Distance is a scalar quantity, so how much it will go up, that much it will come down. So 80 meter up, 80 meter down, so total distance will be 160 meter. Now it is asked displacement also. Displacement is a vector quantity. If this quantity you are going to take positive, this you have to take a negative. Vector means it will have sign, it will have direction. Okay, so if this is positive 80, it will be negative 80, and total displacement, net displacement, it will be 0. So distance will be 160 meter while the displacement will be 0.